Hi everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the Copper Cast Warmer. This is in our Spring-Summer 2022 catalog. It is a beautiful warmer. This is actually for my mom because she loves copper everything. So before I gift it off to her, I wanted to share it all with you and play with some of the colored bulbs in this warmer. So this is, I believe, a 20-watt warmer? Question mark? 20-watt warmer. It is a combination of metal, mostly, and then glass for the dish. So this is great if you have a place where you are a little bit concerned about a warmer falling over and breaking. It's also a little bit shorter of a warmer, so that helps out with it as well. But since you can get replacement dishes pretty easily with us, especially for the ones that are this kind of normal or in current season warmers, it's a very small thing to replace if you must do that. So here's our warmer, unplugged, just pulled out of the box and packaging. Beautiful copper color. It is like a brushed copper rather than a shiny copper. So if you're thinking of like polished, like a Moscow Mule sort of cup where it's like very shiny, blingy, that's not what this is. This is more of like, think of brushed nickel or that satin, sort of satin nickel finish. Still luminescent, it has a nice sheen to it, but it isn't going to be like chromatic or electroplated. So just be in mind of that. If you were hoping that it would be a little bit more shiny, it is a little bit more luminescent and less like sparkles. It does come with a glass dish that sits on top. It is a standard sort of clear glass dish, which is fine, like not a big deal. 4 cubes, it's the number on the bottom. That means don't put more than 4 Scentsy cubes, not 4 like any brand cubes, because different waxes, if you choose to use them, have different sizes compared to Scentsy cubes. So 4 waxes may be different from brand to brand. So just keep that in mind if you do not warm Scentsy wax exclusively. There is a notch cut out in the back for the cord so that it won't like wobble around. You want to make sure that your cord is there just for maximum stability. And like I said, this is a 20-watt warmer. So we'll start with the clear bulb in this, which is the one that will come with it standard. And then we will kind of migrate from the clear bulb to the different colored bulbs, just to kind of give you a feel for what this might look like depending on your mood. So with the clear bulb, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Okay, so something I want to bring your attention to is that the cutouts is where the light comes through, right? But if you notice, there are a couple parts near the back of the warmer, very nicely symmetrically decided where the cutout for the cord is. These two are not stenciled out. So just keep that in mind that the front is, but there are 3 back panels right there, like the middle one where the cord is and the 2 side ones that do not have those cutouts. So just keep in mind that your design and pattern and lighting is going to come primarily through the front and obviously the cutouts. Duh. So beautiful copper glow, very nice, very pretty warmer. Kind of goes with my thematics behind me, although I'm not particularly like a floral pattern on my warmer necessarily person. All right, so let's go through some of the colored bulbs just to give you an idea of what this is gonna look like if you are bored with clear bulbs for whatever reason, or you want a seasonal variety of color. Starting with the red bulb. Very nice. It gives a nice, beautiful red cast. You still get the copper tone of the warmer, even though the red does come through and kind of turn it a little bit more on the brown hue rather than on the more orange hue of copper. Not bad. I don't know if I'm like super sold on the red in this particular warmer, but it does work. I mean, it is a light bulb, so naturally it would work. Let's do orange. I think this one may end up being the one that I would say would be my runner-up or even maybe #1 choice, just if I had to guess, given that it is a copper-themed or toned warmer. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. So if you want something that really brings home the copper and even gives you a little bit more of a sort of golden sunset glow, then you may want to grab one of our 20-watt orange bulbs to put in there. Yeah, it gives it more of that almost antique vintage sort of nod with the more amber toned bulb. Those are pretty popular lately with the whole like Edison bulb and filament bulb thing. That's, you know, I mean, it's a nice clean look in general, but definitely would look good in this warmer and add to your Edison sort of charm. All right, next we have green. And, excuse me, it works. Not a fan of this particular one, honestly, in green. Like, I think it works with, like, the earth tones. Let me turn off the ring light and see if it kind of makes it a little less obtrusive. Yeah, I mean, you could, like, you know, if you wanted to switch it out, especially for, like, St. Patty's Day or something, or if you just love green. I personally am not as fond of this particular combination, but that's, again, personal preference, and yours and mine. My tastes might be different, and that's cool. All right, let's take a look at the, which one is this? I always get the blue and purple confused when they're in the little boxes because it's like they look the same until you pull them out. So this is the blue bulb. And again, you're gonna get with most of these, let me turn off the ring light, because this is a dimmer bulb. You're gonna see it though, as you can see. Ha ha. It is a dimmer bulb, but because there are actual cutouts in this warmer, you will see whatever colored bulb you put in there. It just may not be as bright or, you know, vibrant as some of the other options because it is a dimmer bulb. All right, we'll leave the light off just because the purple bulb, if this one is kind of hard to see or a little bit dimmer, the purple bulb is really going to struggle. So, last but not least, we have the purple bulb. Okay, so Ziggy, turn off chandelier. So this is a very dim bulb, as you can see. Even with the lights off, I mean, I have the windows like cascading light in, so that doesn't really help any, but you can kind of see it is a dimmer bulb. It does look beautiful with the purple bulb. It definitely works well with this particular warmer. It may be looking a little bit more purpley, like red in the camera, but it is definitely more of like a deep purpley bluish, you know, violet toned bulb. Again, the lighting is kind of throwing it off a little bit right now. Okay, but it is a very dim bulb, as you can see, especially when I put the ring light back on. It's kind of like, where'd the bulb go? Okay, so that is the copper, what is this called? Copper cast warmer. It is, like I said, it's a pretty warmer. It is not my personal cup of tea in terms of warmers. I think it's great. I'm not usually a fan of the metal warmers personally. I like the blingy ones or the mosaic ones, or, you know, like the bubbled iridescent, right, that we had. But it is nonetheless beautiful, and I love the idea of the stencils coming out of here. It kind of gives me remnants of like the pinhole paisley warmer, I think it was called, or something like that, where you had like in the ceramic all the little dots and patterns that would like reflect into the wall with the light. So same concept. Because it is a metal warmer, even though it is a 20-watt bulb, I'm fairly certain you won't have too much trouble with warming, because metal tends to be a better conductor, kind of like ceramic does, than, say, glass. But just if you word of caution, it is a 20-watt warmer, so you may consider this for a medium or even a smaller space rather than necessarily a very large space, and reserve those spaces for either a couple warmers or a 25 or 40 watt or something of that nature. Just a little tip advice, if you're getting into warming wax and you're not quite sure, you want to kind of appropriately determine how many warmers or what strength of warmer you will need based on the size of the space, the airflow, and other things. We should do a video on like warmer placement and tips and tricks for that, maybe, if you guys are interested at some point. So, anyways, that's the copper cast warmer. I will put this away. This is going to my madre, my mama. So, If you are new here, consider subscribing. If you like this video, let me know. If you do own this warmer, have you thought about getting this warmer? What are your thoughts on this warmer? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in our next video. Take care, guys. Bye.